Rob Demovsky and Pete Dougherty here after the first round of the NFL draft. And Pete at 28, the Packers got Southern Cal's Nick Perry. He played mostly defensive end at Southern Cal, but they drafted him to be their outside linebacker. How's that transition going to go?
3-4 teams. Most teams thought he could make the transition, but there were scouts that questioned his lateral quickness. He's got great straight line speed and explosiveness, and that's why it sounds like from what Don Capers, their defensive coordinator, was saying while they took him, the priority is the pass rush, and this guy is. They thought he was really explosive off the edge.
Obviously, their number one need was pass rush, whether it was outside linebacker or defensive end. Did you have a feel either way for which way it might come?
It sure seemed like the strength of the draft in the latter part of the second round was far more an outside linebacker than defensive line. You never know how much a team is going to like a given guy. You know, there might have been a team, and it could have been the Packers, who would have liked, for instance, Devin Still of Penn State as a defensive end and inside rusher. You know, for all we knew going in, they might have liked him better. But the strength was with the outside guys, and I think we saw from 15 to the Packers pick, I think we saw 7 of them go.
Yeah, there weren't hardly any earlier, and then it started. The guy you had the Packers taken, McClellan from Boise State, a lot of people had him go to the Packers. He went much earlier to the Bears. How surprising was that?
A little bit, because it seemed like he was a better fit because of his versatility for 3-4 outside linebacker. But the Bears said they really liked him as a pass rusher, and you know, it's him going that high is probably a pretty good sign that the Packers would have taken him if he'd been there in 28.
Anything else jump out at you about Perry from talking to scouts or looking at the combine numbers?
The big thing was just how explosive he was straight line. I think his 10-yard split was 1.53 seconds, which is, you know, that's pretty fast. I think that was even faster than Irvin, who was the highest outside rusher. I think he was in the mid 1.5s. So he was really quick that way. His lateral stuff was pretty average for the position, but the Packers think, you know, they can teach him how to play that spot and do the coverage things that they need.
That'll do it for round 1. Rounds 2 and 3 will be on Friday.